and welcome to Mabina TV. This is where basically I look at the top issues in America. So basically, what will be in this podcast is a four-part podcast. So for now, I'll begin with ideas, then I'll move over to Remaking America, then from Remaking America, I'll move over to Africa perspective, and then finally Heart and Soul. So in ideas, I'm asking about have you heard about the Harvard bombshell? That is the Harvard bombshell. So basically, a Harvard bombshell is when you say you went to Harvard. Basically, everyone expects that you're smart. Basically, everyone expects that you're up to scratch, and basically that you're going to have a long and successful life. So that is what the Harvard bombshell means. But really, is going to Harvard really a connotation that you're smart? You could just as well go to Princeton or MIT for that matter, or Stanford or Williams College or Middlebury College. So why is it that going to Harvard connotes that is being smart and being successful later on in life? And I think what we need right now, is basically to say basically going to Harvard. I think it opens up a lot of opportunities. That is going to Harvard opens up a lot of opportunities, but really does going to Harvard really connote smartness? And I think it's both a good and a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing because now you have all these stellar students from other colleges. They are passed over, and basically someone hires a student from Harvard, and I think that is not good for America. If upward socio-economic mobility is going to be for Americans, then I think we need to improve the quality of colleges all around America, not just Harvard. I think you could basically, it has to be that you don't have to go to Harvard in order to excel in life, and I think that whittling down of the colleges that you can go to, I think that is not good at all for upward socioeconomic mobility. If we aspire for meritocracy, then it means that if we aspire for meritocracy, then it means that basically we need to be able to go to any college, not just Harvard. And I think that is basically what going to Harvard should connote. I think Harvard has made a point. I think it is the richest university in the world with about $53 billion in endowment funding. So that allows it to basically scheme of talent, not just from America, but from around the world. So you can imagine that Harvard can scheme of talent from around the world, not just America. And that makes it able to attract the best and brightest students from all around the world, and also the best and brightest Nobel-winning faculty. Professors Harvard can retain the best professors, but is a university that is valued at $53 billion. This is higher than the GDP of several countries, but now you have those resources being concentrated only in one college, only in one university. So that skews the upward socio-economic mobility in America. And I think we need to do more so that we can have upward socio-economic mobility spread throughout America, so that you have an America basically where you can go to any college, not even college, maybe even community college. And I think you had Senator Bernie Sanders saying that he will improve. I think he wanted free tuition for all public colleges in America. Of course, people love it. Of course, none other than the likes of Senator Joe Manchin. So saw to it that his ideas were laughable, and maybe that is why he did not go far in the presidential campaign, because I think American students are reeling under the weight of college debt. I think a lot of American student debt lands, I think, about $1.6 trillion. And so I think that is not good for America at all. So we need to improve the quality of colleges so that you don't need to go to Harvard in order to have a fair chance of success in life. And I think if we did that, then the upward socio-economic mobility in America will be assured, so that you could have students that go to any college, so that maybe you have, like you have in the Scandinavian countries, so that you have equality of opportunity. What I've always ever said is that what America needs is equality of opportunity, and equality of opportunity means that basically basically get everyone to the same starting lineup, and then basically those who emerge at the other end, it does not mean equal wealth outcomes as socialists will have us believe. So I think for equality of opportunity in America, we need basically for equality of opportunity in America, we need basically to make all colleges basically to be of uniform quality, or maybe provide a free tuition for public colleges, as Senator Bernie Sanders had argued before. So, what do you think that going to college, going to Harvard connotes smartness? So, you let me know on what you think. Why you think going to Harvard connotes smartness? From there, I will move over to we'll move over to Remaking America. And then Remaking America, I'm asking, should Senators Joe Manchin and Mitt Romney vie on a third-party ticket? That is, should Senators Joe Manchin and Bernie Sanders and Mitt Romney vie on third-party ticket? Because you have basically they have said they will basically Joe Manchin is a conservative Democrat, and then you have Mitt Romney is a liberal Republican. So you have their conflict. They are very much centrist. You had Joe Manchin was instrumental in making sure that Biden did not have a $3 trillion package that he wanted as a social safety net. Basically, he was concerned about inflation, and he comes from a Republican state. His governor is a Republican. So you have Joe Manchin, and of course, you had Mitch McConnell telling him, inviting him over to join the GOP. But of course, Joe Manchin said he will caucus with the Democrats. Of course, he has said he will not be seeking re-election. Of course, he has served, I think, 3 terms in the Senate, and has said he will not be seeking re-election. And then you have Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, they call him a rhino Republican. That is in long form, that is a Republican in name only. So you have Mitt Romney, a Republican in name only, announcing his retirement, and of course also Joe Manchin announcing his retirement. So of course some proponents are saying maybe Joe Manchin and Mitt Romney should be able to Mitt Romney and Joe Manchin should vie on a third-party ticket. And I think a lot of there has been ongoing debate right now, basically saying that basically the two-party system in America is broken. That is the Democrats and the Republicans. Of course, you have a civil war within both parties. You have within the Democrats, you have a civil war between the progressives and the corporate centrists. And I think in the last 30 years, the last 3 presidents have all been corporate centrists. That is Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Bill Clinton. They have all been corporate centrists. And I think among the Republicans, you have a shift to the far right. So the good old Republicans, of course, President Joe Biden says that basically the Republican Party is not the party of your father. So you have Donald Trump disrupting the Republican Party very much, and that the party is over. Of course, President Trump, or former President Trump, says basically the Republican Party is no longer the party of the Bushes. So basically, that's it for Remaking America. Do you think Senator Joe Manchin and Mitt Romney should vie on a third-party ticket? So that's it for now. And then I will move over to Africa Perspectives. And in Africa Perspectives, do you think Africa can achieve unity? That is, do you think Africa can achieve unity? So basically, you have a lot of people like the vibrant South African opposition leader Julius Malema calling that the boundaries in Africa, the countries in Africa are artificial. Basically, these were boundaries that were drawn up in 1884 in Berlin. So basically, African countries did not ethno-culturally evolve, such as you have Japan, Germany, Britain. They were drawn up in Berlin, so they are artificial. So basically, these countries are not functioning, and maybe we need a whole supranational African entity so that we could have unity within Africa, so that they say Africa could have one president, one currency, one currency, and one military. So basically, these are the arguments. Of course, it looks a far-fetched idea. I think it could have worked just at the dawn of independence in the 1960s. I think right now African presidents consider their countries as personal fiefdoms. So I'm not sure they will be willing to basically cede their fiefdoms to a larger supranational entity. So I think calls for African unity will not go far right now, but I think African countries can unite basically on a shared prosperity. So maybe we should start with an economic union, make it possible for Africans to be able to move around Africa. Make it possible for Africans to be able to move around Africa, basically trade with each other. The inter-Africa trade is just 10%, so that's so low. I think that should be changing for now. So do you think African unity can be achieved? And then in heart and soul, this is the last part I'm asking. Do you think prosperity gospel? Why do you think prosperity gospel has taken over Christianity? That is, why do you think prosperity gospel has taken over Christianity? Why do you think that basically the pastors are preaching a gospel of material success here on Africa, here on earth, basically, where you will be assured of a good job, a good car, a good house, a good spouse, a beautiful family, material riches. So did Jesus Christ only preach about material riches? Of course, remember Jesus Christ said that it will be harder for a needle, it will be easier for a needle to go through a camel's eye than for a rich man to enter heaven. So why is it that prosperity gospel is so much on the rise? That is, why is it that prosperity gospel is so much on the rise? Why are Christians so fixated on prosperity gospel? So you should let me know in the comment section. So that has been Mabinda TV. This is home of compassionate conservatism. We advocate for a fine balance, a sweet spot between individual creative genius excellence as supported by capitalism and society excellence as supported by equality of opportunity. So in other words, I'm calling for capitalism with human first. So bye for now.